In this part of the Buckeye Trail Association's training for Volgistics volunteer software, we'll take a look at Volgistics Coordinators. The target audience for this training is volunteer leaders who manage events and schedule shifts for other volunteers. If you would like to use a Volgistics Coordinator account to manage your event volunteers, request a coordinator account from the BTA Volunteer Manager via email. In the email, you will also need to list the names of the events that you manage and information about the volunteer needs for them. You will want to include the number of volunteers that you need, the hours they are needed, and what shifts they will be working in, if applicable. You will also need to include what they will be doing, where they will be stationed, and any other information that volunteers will need to know before signing up for your event. The volunteer manager will create the events and create the volunteer shifts in Volgistics. Then they will set up your account and send an email response instructing you on how to log in as a Volgistics coordinator. You will use the same Volgistics portal to log in that you use as a volunteer. With your new coordinator account set up, it will now ask you if you are logging in under your volunteer account or under your coordinator account. If you use the same password for both, you'll be able to easily switch between the accounts after you log in. When you log in as a coordinator, it will take you to the same home page, but the headings at the top are slightly different. Instead of a Track Hours tab, you'll see a Volunteers tab. The Volunteers page shows a list of all the volunteers who have chosen one of the assignments that you manage in their preferences. If your event was newly added to Volgistics, you may not see any names yet. When you move over to the calendar page, find the event that you manage. If you do not see your event, contact the volunteer manager. Select the openings to see who has signed up or to start assigning volunteers to it. If you're assigning volunteers, click Fill. A drop-down will appear showing the names of people who have chosen this assignment in their preferences in Volgistics. If you do not see the name of a volunteer who you are trying to assign, that means they have not added it to their preferences yet. In this case, you can ask the volunteer to sign themselves up on the calendar or to add it to their assignment preferences. Contact the volunteer manager if you need help troubleshooting this process. Once you have chosen the name of the volunteer who you are assigning, you have the option to write a note to that volunteer. You can give them specific customized instructions or details about the assignment. When you're ready, click Schedule Volunteer and select Yes to confirm. The volunteer will receive an email notification that they have a new assignment, and it will also show up in their Volgistics calendar. Now you can see that a volunteer has been added to the schedule for the event. To remove them from the schedule, swap out a different volunteer for the shift, or add new instructions in the note, click Edit on the right-hand side of the listing and choose an option from the pop-up that aligns with what you want to do. When you're done, you can switch to your volunteer account by clicking on your profile in the top right-hand corner of the screen, then selecting Switch User and choosing your volunteer account. If you have any questions about Volgistics that haven't been answered in this training, contact the BTA Volunteer Manager via email.